So everybody and their mum has been on a Virgin Voyages cruise.
You mean every influencer?
Yeah.
in their bay, basically.
So guess who else has been on a Virgin Voyages cruise?
We have.
Yes, girls. So we went on a Virgin Voyages cruise. I was doing up +1 princess.
Yeah.
Because Hells was doing up influencer.
Working gal.
Working gal. We love to see it. Where did we go? Remind me.
We could have picked anything.
Yeah.
But we picked this one specifically because I was already in Miami and it was a little tropical Caribbean season.
Yeah.
So we did Miami to Bahamas to Grand Turk to Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico.
How many days was it? Wait, no, we had 2 days at sea, remember?
Yeah.
So
it was
that's-
7 days.
So 7 days total.
Yeah, 7 days total.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Did it feel long to you?
It felt long.
It felt so long. I can't even lie.
long.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Well, I'm going to tell you if I'm a cruise person at the end, but it wasn't what I was expecting. That's all I can say.
It was your first cruise?
First cruise ever.
Me too.
Okay. It was a nice boat. So Virgin Voyages is fairly new to like the cruise game. How long have you been cruises?
The boat was really nice.
The boat was stunning.
Rooms,
Gorgeous.
lovely. Restaurants, decor, lovely. Spaces, running track, lovely.
We were in a basic room, may I add.
Yeah.
We were in the basic of the basic.
They could have upgraded.
They could have upgraded. Okay, so let's start at the top. So we get on the boat.
We were late.
As always. We made it by the skin of our teeth. We're second to last to get on the boat. I actually thought we were going to miss the cruise for a second.
I mean,
can't
I
even
was
lie.
kind of chilled.
You're always chill. Shit, Helena's in the back of the car like, and I'm like, we're going to miss the cruise. We're going to miss the cruise.
Don't you remember? I was like, there's yoga tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Yeah, you was moving mad. I can't lie. We got there late. Finally got on the boat. Okay, first thing I don't like. Nobody helped me. I had to lug my damn luggage, 3 bags,
But I think it's because
to
we were
my
late.
room. Is that because we're late?
I think because we were late. Because everybody else's luggage was outside of their room. So I think that's because we were really late.
Okay, so we say we were late, right? But they give you like a check-in time. So everybody has check-in time to get to the boat. Our check-in time was 4:30. We got there like 15, 20 minutes late. And it was empty. So I assume everybody just got to the boat earlier and we just didn't know this because we were first-time cruisers.
We didn't know the rules of the cruise.
No, there's
because
definitely
even
rules.
up until the week before, when somebody was like, oh, have you booked your restaurant? So I was like, huh?
Who knew? You have to book,
Yeah.
pre-book everything in advance. You need to book your short. So Virgin have this thing called short things. And it's basically like when you book your excursions for each stop. You need to book these in advance, baby girl.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're staying on the boat. Or you got diddly squat to do.
Yeah.
The cabin was small, obviously. The price, you know how much our cruise cost? I think it was like between 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, I think it was about 2,000 something per cabin.
Is that dollars or pounds?
I'd say pounds, like
Okay.
around 2,000-ish pounds.
Okay.
But that was per cabin. So that's not terrible.
Oh, okay. So wait, hold on. That's per cabin. So me and you,
Yeah.
1,000 and something each.
Yeah.
Not-
And obviously you include your food.
Yeah, all your food's included, unless you get like extras like Wagyu or something.
We had the Wagyu.
We did have the Wagyu.
Or like alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
Or the cafe where the like the nice lattes and stuff, that's also not included.
That kind of
You get
annoyed me.
The basic coffee.
Yeah, the fact that you don't even have like basic drinks, like basic rum or basic gin, I think that should be included. Like if we were on a resort, they give you like the basic package, don't they? Or you buy your premium package with that stuff. So I think the thing about a cruise is they say to you, oh yeah, it's like $2,000 or pounds per cabin, but then they catch you with the extras. So drinks extra, Wagyu extra, excursions extra.
I think you can buy the package, the drinks package, because they send you emails beforehand saying like, oh, if you buy it now, you get like an extra $50 or whatever it is. So a lot of people buy their like things before, but obviously we didn't know like what was gonna happen.
No.
We didn't know that we'd be like needing drinks
No.
or like we were like, oh, we'll bring a bottle, and really like,
Oh yeah,
you can't do
bring,
that.
You can't bring bottles of alcohol on the cruise. You can bring
Yeah.
one bottle of wine
Wine.
per person. Who drinks wine?
These people who go for dinner on their cruises,
Yeah.
clearly.
We was thinking, oh yeah, we'll bring a bottle of like margarita mix and like tequila, and they were like, no. They like, but to be honest, because we were so late, we could have got away with it because they didn't really look at our bags and
Yeah.
stuff. They just let us on. So you sail overnight and you wake up in a new destination. That I like. You go to bed. The rocking is kind of like being rocked like a baby.
The rocking was perfect.
It was
I was
good.
just talking about this before with my friend. I was like, the best sleep I've ever had.
Yeah, sleep
That
sensational.
Because otherwise, during the day, it's a little bit sicky.
Yeah, in the daytime, I didn't love the day sailing.
Yeah.
But in the nighttime, 10:10 on the rocking. You wake up, you're in a new destination. 8 a.m. announcement.
Sun.
You can get off the boat.
Yeah.
We get off the boat. However, this is where the problem lies. You get off the boat and you're not in, like you're in Barbados, but you're not in Barbados.
We didn't go to Barbados.
Bahamas, sorry.
Yeah. And also the weather was bad that day. Like we got to Bahamas on like it was like grey. I was like, this is the one day we get to spend in the Bahamas and like it's great. And you have to plan beforehand because we got off and we were like, what do we do?
We had nothing to do.
Yeah.
But the problem is that basically if you don't book one of the shore things activities, then you're kind of just left to your own devices. But you can't really go far from the boat because you have from 8 or 9, depending on what time you get there, to 5. You need to be back on the boat at 5 or peace, leaving you in the Bahamas.
And you have that fear constantly of like,
am I on the right time?
Yeah,
Because boat time isn't local time.
Yeah, boat time and local time. You have to keep checking the app. If you don't have like phone service, then
absolutely screwed.
What are you doing?
You're fact.
What did we even do in the Bahamas? Did we go to a beach club? I can't remember what we
got off the boat, got a Starbies, walked around town, and then went back on the boat.
Yeah, there wasn't much. It's because it was also so great. Oh, we did have a excursion book
which
that we missed. I'm very glad that we missed it because I didn't hear good things about that.
No, so we heard that the pigs. So basically, obviously, everyone wants to know like Bahamas is famous for pigs in the ocean.
Pig beach.
You fly. You swim with the pigs. However, where we are based in Nassau, you are quite far from the pig beach. Like it's quite far. You can't get there in the time frame basically and back. So you have to go to the fake pig beach. The fake pig beach is genuinely some pigs in a pen and they just say, here, bring the pigs out, put them in the water and there's like 200 people trying to stroke these little pigs.
Yeah,
it's giving animal cruelty.
I would have been so annoyed. They're lucky that I didn't go on that because I think that I probably wouldn't have posted anything and would have been annoyed.
It was quite expensive. I think it was like $150 or something per person. It's too much. Everyone that we talked to that went on it didn't enjoy it. That wasn't good. But so far we're just saying bad things.
Well, no, that wasn't great. But I think also like we didn't have a plan, and that was our first day. We messed it up. We were like, right, tomorrow's a sailing day. We go again. The sailing day was quite nice, very chilled.
Okay, so the sailing day, I was quite a fan of the sailing day because you get up when you want. You go for a nice breakfast whenever you like. You then go to the gym. You then go do some worky work. However, how about the Wi-Fi is not good enough to do any work. The Wi-Fi. And if you want good Wi-Fi, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
$100. Racking up the bill.
But remember, people don't go on a cruise to work. So realistically, probably like 90% of people there aren't really caring about the Wi-Fi. But I think it was a problem to the point where when I was at the gym, my Spotify wasn't working. And I was like, I'm confused as to what's going on here. It was because I didn't have the right package.
So and I think that's the kicker for me. It's not even just about doing your work. You can't stream anything.
Yeah.
You can't go on Netflix. You can't go on Apple Music. You can't go on Spotify because you don't have enough internet basically access to do that. So I think that's cheeky. Too much. Yeah, I think it's cheeky.
And it was expensive. Wasn't it like $30 a day or something?
I think it was like I think it was more than that. I think it was like probably $40 or $50. No, but yeah, maybe like $30 to $40 a day.
I think it was. All the other people had upgraded, remember? They were like, oh yeah, we got the premium. We upgraded to that. We were like, nobody told us this.
We could have done it, but we were like, no. Like, I think it's cheeky. I didn't want to pay $30 for Wi-Fi.
For like 4 days as well.
It's not cute.
So we suffered. And there was like certain parts of the boat we were like, right, the Wi-Fi is better here. It's better here. It might be better down here. Like testing it out. And that was just trying to do basic stuff. Emails, cool. But if you're trying to open a Google Drive,
no chance.
No,
it's absolutely impossible.
Yeah, there's nice places to chill. We had a nice chill outside in the sun. That was cute.
One thing I will not fault a cruise. The boats are nice. Like the boat was really nice. The restaurants were really nice. They were aesthetic. They were beautifully designed. The food was decent. Like it wasn't like mind-blowingly good. I did expect a little bit better because I'd heard such good reviews on the Virgin Voyages food stuff. But I wouldn't say that it was bad. I'd say like it was pretty good food on the whole. The thing is, I compare like a cruise to a resort. It's kind of designed to keep you on there, spending more money outside of the package that you purchased. However, the food and the level of like design on the cruise boat is way better than any resort that I've been to.
Yeah, I agree. I
Like-
think it's the level of food is way better. And also the different selection. I know if you go to a resort, you do have like different restaurants, but there were so many different things. Like even that like experiential restaurant where like the things were a bit weird, but the fact that they had that and like 24/7 pizza, ice cream, like all of that stuff, I think added, even though it wasn't like the best food I've ever had in my life. I think the fact that they had so many different things, and the Italian place, that was really nice because they had like so many different things that kind of like kicked it up a notch for me. One more plus one.
I think the food was good on the whole. Like,
Yeah.
because I literally I went to Mexico with my family the end of last year, and I stayed, the price of that all-inclusive holiday in Mexico was the same price as roughly the Virgin Voyages cruise if I had paid. And it was nowhere near as good. Like the food at that resort wasn't even edible. Like I didn't like any of the food. It was tasted disgusting. It was bland, awful. Virgin, I can actually say like the food was enjoyable. It just wasn't like mind blowing. You know, there was nothing like, oh, these pancakes are life changing. However, the food was good.
And the drinks were good.
Cocktails were actually really good.
That was really nice. Remember we went to try to do the afternoon tea one night and they were like, you have to pay for this.
Yeah, that one was a kicker. So afternoon tea, $200.
Everything. Yeah. And the entertainment, I think for me,
It's a bit dry.
it wasn't my vibe.
It's a bit lame.
They should have had an R&B night.
I do think that we missed out on the karaoke night. I heard the karaoke night was good. And I've seen videos of people doing it on Virgin and it actually looks all right.
I don't know if I would have done that, to be honest.
You have to
I'm a
be
bit
brave
shy.
to like do it. Food, good. Entertainment, bad. Decor, good. I think for me, the biggest kicker really and truly is like when you get off, I don't know if this is true for like every cruise you go on, but like when you're in the Caribbean, you get off the boat, right? You are basically in like a fake town. It's a fake town. Like I think Turks and Caicos, where we got off, basically barely any people lived there.
It's because we went to the Grand Turk.
The Grand Turks, which is part of Turks and Caicos. So they
Yeah.
sell it like, oh, it's Turks and Caicos. You're getting off and you're going to Turks and Caicos. You're like, woo, go to Drake's bar, have a great time, jet skis, woo. None of that. You're basically going to like some island where there's nothing going on. There's a couple little bars. Everybody at the bars is coming off a cruise boat.
And we fed the donkeys.
And the highlight of our day was buying carrots to feed
and
the donkey.
that car, the buggy that we paid like $100 for.
We paid $100 to
Yeah,
get a
it was
buggy
crazy.
and cruise up and down to see a lighthouse
Yeah.
and get lost and then
It
come
was
back.
not cute.
As much as it sounds like, oh, you're going like to these places, they're going, oh, I'm going to Grand Turk, I'm going to Bahamas, I'm going to Puerto Plata. You're only going to get to touch like the surface of those places, and it's going to be in a tourist town, somewhere built up for tourists to like see things.
But I think it depends where you go, because I do think the European one was going to be better and different because you probably can do more. So I think if you research where you're going, because we thought we'd just be like in the center of town. I mean, I did. I thought they'd just like put you in the center of town and be like, enjoy.
Yeah, same.
But like, I think maybe the ones that are like Italy, Greece, that you're getting put into like I mean, I don't know. You might be getting put into a better place.
No, I definitely know that in Italy you do, because like I've been in Italy. I think we were in Cinque Terre, I think, and we were on the beach, and the cruise people literally were docking on the boat, like right where we were, just generally. And I think like for that, I think it could be better, but I think for the Caribbean, it was low-key a letdown. I think cruises are genuinely an old man's game. I don't think they are a young person's game.
Because you can't be bothered to move around. And
Yeah,
walk around.
I think you're older. You don't really want to go and do too much. You just want to relax by the pool. Or maybe if you are a person who just wants to like relax by the pool, then maybe it's for you.
And solo people, so many solos.
Yeah, that was shocking actually.
People were really making friends, and that was kind of nice. But I also know a girl that did the Europe one, and they went to Ibiza and they docked there overnight. So then you can go and like go to the club, whatever you want to do, and then you go back and sleep on the boat, which I think would be way better. Because imagine they did that in like the DR. We could have went out, done whatever, come back onto the boat.
Yeah, I think that's better. I think it being able to like dock and sleep overnight and maybe spend some more time in places would have been good. But I think that really depends where you are, because if you ended up in Grand Turk for 2 nights, fuming. You doing?
Nothing to do.
Just feeding donkeys.
We also thought that day that we were going to miss the boat back, remember?
This is the thing.
I
Boat
did have that
time.
fear.
Boat time. I was like laying there and we woke up. Remember, we fell asleep
Yeah.
on the beach and like we had our jerk chicken, one little cocktail, and then the cocktails also were extremely strong.
That was
bar.
crazy.
Like we were like, ooh, drunk. Then fall asleep in the sun, wake up, everyone's gone. I was like, our boat's left us. We need to leave. Quick, let's go. We go back. No one's left. It's just that boat time and our phone time are not.
I legit want to know like what happens if that happens though. Like
left.
who like that must have happened to somebody before. And I just want to know like what, like you have no passport. Like what do you actually do if you get left by your cruise boat?
I feel like they can't leave you, surely. I feel like they have to send someone to look for you.
But what if it's a big island? Like if you stop in DR, like they can't search the whole island for you.
But like, they can't just leave you there. You're
think they can.
passportless, you're cashless, you're clothesless, you're less.
I think they can.
That's crazy.
Because it's your responsibility to make it back.
That's crazy.
They might wait, I think, maybe like an hour. That's why they scan everybody. But I don't think that they would. If it was like, if you were like 3-4 hours late, I'm not going to lie, I don't think they would wait.
Fun facts that I learned on the internet that I don't know if it's true. Apparently, at least one person dies every cruise and they just put them in the freezer.
Why don't they just throw them over the edge?
What the hell? You can't just throw them over the edge. No, they just like keep them in the freezer until they like end the cruise.
I don't think that's true.
That's what I saw on TikTok.
And also, how did they die on the cruise?
I don't know. Remember, we also found out about the girl in jail.
Oh, yeah. Boat jail.
So
Virgin jail.
We made friends with a guy called Rick on the boat. And Rick had all the tea. Well, like Rick had all the tea. And he told us on one of the days, one of the girls got in a fight with another girl. And then they put her in jail, boat jail. So she was just in boat jail for the whole cruise.
I mean, I feel like there must be like a cell
has
or
to be.
multiple just in case something crazy happens.
If you're acting all disorderly, like...
I didn't see any security though, thinking about it now.
No, you did. The people that let us on and off the boat, they were security.
Weren't they just like workers?
Well, I mean, security are workers.
Yeah, but I thought they were just like the staff, like boat staff. I didn't know they were actually security.
I think they're the boat security, yeah.
I didn't see them like on the ship on
No,
like the
I didn't
sailing
either.
days. I only
I
saw
didn't.
them like there. Maybe they should have different age things for the Virgin cruise. Like, I don't know, mixing with like the oldies and the youngies, I'm not sure works because the oldies are like, hey, let's do this. And you're like, this ain't our jam.
Yeah, I think that they need to like... The thing is, Virgin Voyages has the potential to be a young man's cruise. But I think there's just a few key elements they need to sort out. Like, we need better DJs, I think. Like, the music was very much giving uns, and it just wasn't quite right.
Different types of nights, maybe.
Yeah, different types of nights. I think that so we went to, was it like a show?
Yeah, like the
acrobats. Acrobat thing. What the hell was going on there?
It was giving GCSE drama, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, 100% giving BTEC drama. But like, I think they need to like revamp that. But the thing is, I think like the different scale of boats have like higher level performers, right? Because I've seen some videos of like the performers on like some of the bigger boats like Norwegian and stuff. And they're like meant to be like Circus Delay, basically.
Maybe they should put like strip clubs on there.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Guys, like 30-year-old guys, of course they want to go on a boat and have strip clubs every night in the strip club. And how much money would they make, Virgin, if they put a strip club on there?
Well, I mean, they won't, the ones be going to the strippers.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I think it might make it a bit tacky. What would you like to see on there? Like, what would your ideal cruise include?
The thing is, I know you're saying, oh, actually, now that I just had a thought, there are actually like, you know, there's like swingers cruises, right?
Yeah.
So like they will have strippers on swingers cruises, I'd assume.
But I don't mean like for that. I mean like a Miami on a cruise ship.
I feel like it needs to be more like an event. So like if you took like a festival and put it on a boat, like, ooh, maybe we found like our new businessman.
That would be
Anyone
good.
want to borrow me a boat?
Yeah. Oh, remember I was saying this. I was like, maybe we can buy it. Wasn't I talking about buying a boat or like or having a cruise ship? And then we figured out how much it costs to run a boat. And we were like, maybe not.
I mean, it's also
That
meant
would
to
be
super
good,
bad.
like a festival boat, and you could have all different like that R&B thing that's happening in Vegas.
What's it called? Lovers and Friends
Lovers
on a
and
cruise.
Friends on a cruise ship.
And then you'd have like performances like Usher and Backstreet Boys in the middle of the pool, and everyone just be there.
But the only problem is the performers would have to stay on the boat, and then how would they not get harassed?
No, because what they could do is they could bring people on and off at the stops. So like you'd get on at Dominican Republic, you'd stay on one night, and then the performers would get off, so they wouldn't get too harassed.
Okay.
You could have a VIP section of the boat for them to lounge in.
They did have a VIP section on Virgin. We weren't invited to that.
We were not invited. Why are we never in the VIP?
Yeah, I don't know.
This time we couldn't sneak in either. Yeah, I think they need to get a festival on the boat. But they have like, the thing is they do have like select cruises for like different things. So like obviously they have like swingers cruises, they have gay cruises, like LGBT plus Q plus.
But none of these are events.
So like well the gay cruise is an event because they have like special performances and like special nights and everything. So that it is kind of like an event. So is the swingers thing because I don't think that is like a boat as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's like it's like Virgin Swingers or something. I don't know. I don't think it's like a boat made just for swingers, like, and all the cruises are swingers. It's called like the Red Room or something, or Temptation.
You know a lot about
cruise.
this.
I listened to a podcast about it once. It was very interesting.
There's a lot of people that also like the ones with the kids, the Caribbean, is it Caribbean Carnival?
Carnival.
Like the ones that you can bring kids on.
Carnivals with kids, but I don't think I would want to go on a cruise with my kids. And
But-
someone else's kids, awful, too much.
They look lit just because they have so many things like the slides. They've got like, one of them's got like a racing track, go-karting
Norwegian has that
track.
though, and that's no kids, I think.
I definitely prefer like childless. Sorry.
I think it wouldn't be so bad if I was like if I had my own child and I was going on a holiday with my child, fine. But then to be on holiday stuck on a cruise boat with other people's kids, too much.
At breakfast and dinner as well would be way too much. Because it already was a lot just with adults. It was kind of like, and a lot of people were like talking, then like, you kind of make friends. Remember that woman who said that I look like her niece?
Oh,
And we were like, hello, auntie, every day.
Every day
Like,
seeing the same woman.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't like though about Virgin is the room service. You have to pay for the delivery fee.
Of course you do. Ka-ching.
Yeah.
Virgin are trying to get every penny out of you as possible. They even had people signing up for the next cruises
there was
on the
queues.
cruise. Like,
People were like, yes, they were giving them discount. They were
Yeah.
like, sign me up immediately.
like, if you book your next Virgin cruise now, we'll give you $500 off. And these people were still in there.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of the people on the cruise had been on a Virgin cruise or like other cruises before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were one of the only people that were like, oh yeah, this is our first cruise. And everyone's like, oh yeah, I go on a cruise every year.
They're in a Facebook group.
What?
Yeah, they're in like Facebook groups. Like, who's booked the next one? Where are you going?
Oh my God.
Would you do the Miami to Europe one?
Oh, so let's tell everyone about this. So obviously when we were looking at the cruise website, we were just like, oh, let's see what else other cruises they have.
There's a lot of selection.
There's
They've
a
got
big selection.
Asia. They've got Dubai to Asia. Do they? Was it Dubai to Asia? They've got
I think
like
so.
US to Europe. Like they've got a lot of cruises.
Wasn't it like Hawaii to Japan as well? Or something.
I don't know.
But
maybe.
okay, so this cruise, transatlantic Miami, 14 days, Miami, sailing, 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 Portugal, sailing, Spain, sailing, Spain, Barcelona.
But for Americans, that's quite exciting.
Bro, you're at sea for 7 days.
I don't know
7
what I'd be
days.
doing.
I feel like in my mind, it feels like one of those films where like you're shipwrecked and then people start eating each other.
Not for 7 days.
It's 7 days. How are you not going crazy?
Have you not seen that 9-month cruise that people are doing?
Absolutely not. It's
The
too much.
9-month cruise.
I could never.
They're probably still on there. They started in like December.
Yes, they're still there. No, it's too much.
I mean, I feel like I could do it
It's
if there was
cabin
good
fever.
Wi-Fi and I could just work and actually do something.
Sailing.
But then
It's too
that's a holiday, isn't it? Like, think about it. It's like being in a resort for 7 days. You're in a resort for
But
on a
at
resort for
least
7
on
days.
a resort you can leave.
Some people don't.
You can't leave, but at least you have a choice. You cannot leave this boat for 7 days. Sailing from Miami to Portugal. Sailing. That's too much. It's actually scaring me.
It's also kind of scary, just like at night when you like go on your balcony and just look,
And it's just
there's just
ocean,
nothing.
ocean.
Yeah, or even the sailing days when you just look around and you're just like,
Where are we? And you look at the pin on the map
Oh,
and
the
you're just in the
pin is
middle of the sea.
crazy.
And you're just like, there's the Bahamas, there's this. And you're like in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Guess how much this cruise is?
$3,000
No way.
less,
More.
5
More.
more than that
Yeah.
per cabin.
Per cabin. This is the cabin price.
6,
No.
7.
7,864.
It's because they're going far.
Current discount. Get it down to 5,000.
Oh, it's a pretty good deal.
Today.
Use my link. I do actually have a link.
Yeah, I think I am very, very on the fence about this whole sailing thing. Like, not sailing thing, cruise thing. Like, I just don't know if it's for me. I just think not being able to get off the boat and explore more is a massive, like, red flag for me.
I feel like DR, we had a good day though.
DR, we had
nice
a good
time.
day in DR for sure.
I think, and we didn't really plan it. We were just like, let's do this, whatever. But it also because there was all drivers there to take you places, so it's a bit easier.
It was a bit easier because you just got off and you just went with the driver, but they told you what to do. How much was the driver? I think it was quite expensive.
Everything was expensive.
Yeah,
I
this is
spent a
another
lot.
thing. More cash. Like you get off and you're spending a lot of cash to do anything.
You need to eat food that day as well because you're not going to eat back on the boat.
You can save yourself. Or you can bring your packed lunch. Remember, there was like pat lunches they let you take off the boat.
Salads.
But I feel that's a bit dry. Like, imagine walking on with your Virgin Voyages pat lunch, bit lame.
Yeah, that is lame. And also, you want to try the food of that country and stuff like that. You really do have to like book the cruise and then have like you're spending cash. And for this one in particular, you're obviously stopping in Puerto Rico. Like a lot of them come back, but this one you're obviously like left in Puerto Rico, and then you're like, see you later.
You have to fly from Puerto Rico back to Miami or wherever you are.
Wherever.
But we then spent 5 days in Puerto Rico, which I did enjoy.
Did you?
Well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to a degree. Like, I liked so Puerto Rico, we'll add this in. I like the weather. It's a really nice tropical country. I like the fact that it's easy to like navigate. I found like it was super easy to navigate like Puerto Rico in general, like where we were going, what we were doing. However, I felt like when we actually got to the things, that's when the hurdles started to happen. So for instance, like we decided, okay, we're going to go to Culebra for the day, get to the dock. Okay, fine, buy your ticket, all good. On the wrong boat. We're on like this massive cargo boat that day, and then it's like crashing and everyone's being sick and we're seasick and it's crazy. Like, these aren't things that I expected to happen. Everything until that moment was easy. Then when we get there and try to actually do the activity, it's hard.
Do you know why there were so many G-Wagons in Puerto Rico?
Oh, fun fact, tell me.
Because it's apparently like a tax evasion type of place.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because I was like, why are people here so rich? Tax
Bro,
evasion, that's where
me
they
and
go.
Helena got to Puerto Rico. We're like, let's see how much it costs to live here. It's kind of nice. Yeah. The city's kind of good. It's
Must be
America,
cheap.
but it's not America. Why is a broke down condo £1 million?
Yeah, like 700k.
But it's falling apart.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's the tax thing. Somebody told me this the other day.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of expensive.
So it's a tax evasion place.
Sort of, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like US but not, so I think they can get away with it. So all like these old people just come and live there and like have their cash and stuff.
Interesting. Because I was saying to Helena, like, one thing that I didn't expect was like Puerto Rico really is like a tropical America. Like, everything is America, but I didn't expect that, even though it was like, I knew that it was like American territory, but I didn't expect to have like Walmart and Target and kind of like all the things you see in America, but just you're in a tropical place. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, not really. I don't think you really think about it as US, because it's like, apart from American people, they obviously do, because like they're so used to Puerto Rico. But from the UK, I don't know anybody that's like, I've gone to Puerto Rico.
No, not do I. And every time we met someone there, they thought we were American. And then when we said, oh no, we're from England, and they heard our accents, they were shocked. So I just don't think it's like a normal thing for like people to go there. Would you go back?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you go back?
I feel like it would be I mean, there's a lot of other places that are like similar-ish that I would go to.
Yeah.
But if somebody was like, do you want to get on a plane to Puerto Rico tomorrow? Here's your ticket. I would go.
Okay, but if someone was like, do you want to come to Puerto Rico with me? Shall we go on vacation? Would you go?
But it depends on who it is. Depends on who it is.
That's what you just said is like exactly what I think. I think you can get what Puerto Rico has, but better somewhere else. Like, you can get beautiful beaches. You can get cheap-ish kind of like food and all that stuff that's still good. You can get easy to navigate and better excursions in Asia, basically.
I'd go back to the Dominican Republic today.
Of course you would. Helena would go back to the Dominican Republic today because the men were gorgeous and they were literally staring us down.
I was perving to the highest extreme.
Listen, Helena was about to go there and end up on 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, I would be like, you coming back with me?
Because these men
ready to risk it all.
They didn't speak a word of English, but they were staring us down like it was nothing. They were ready to get their passports.
I was like, hey.
But you know, that's a big thing over there.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, so I've been to the Dominican Republic twice before this.
I didn't know this.
And I remember when I got to the airport to go home, there were like full-grown men and full-grown women, probably around, I say full-grown men and full-grown women. They were like 50s, 60s. Americans normally, sometimes British even, with young, early 20s, like Dominican people, and they would be like crying, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm leaving him. I can't believe we've got to go. These are the sugar daddies and sugar mamas.
This is crazy.
And they're paying for their lifestyles.
Is that what they thought that I was going to be doing?
I don't know.
Sugar mama.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I can see that for you. I don't know if
You can't be a sugar mama if you're younger than the person, surely.
I mean, I think whoever has the cash is the sugar. I don't think it's age related.
I mean, We could have had something special.
But yeah, there was plenty of sugar mamas and daddas in the airport. And I was talking to one girl in my hotel and I was asking her like, oh, like you're like from the Dominican, but like is your boyfriend from here? Because obviously he was like a 50-year-old man. And she was like, no. He just like pays my bills.
Maybe I need to go there and find myself a sugar daddy.
What? An old 50-year-old American man?
Yeah.
Is that what you're in the market for?
Yeah, I am. In fact,
good to know the type, hon.
I would go back to DR for sure.
Yeah. I had a good time every time I've been there.
I feel like also I would do a trip like with my cousin and do like that kind of vibe, like to know the ins and outs of like
because Molly's from the
the
Dominican,
back
right?
end of the DR rather than like the resorty type of thing.
That makes sense.
That would be cute.
I think Dominican Republic, I think the thing is all the places we went on the cruise individually are really nice places. But I would like to just go there and explore them further. I think the cruise just limits you.
But that specific cruise, because remember the other ones we also looked at, like stayed in Singapore for like 2 days and stuff like that. So I think you really have to do your research as to like where you go. And we didn't. We were just like, all these places, yay.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, sun, woo! Like,
I think the thing for me is that it's a really big catch-22 for me because I like waking up in a new place. I like that you go to bed, you wake up somewhere new, all your stuff stays in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think all of that is a big benefit. However, I like to be somewhere for more than 2 days. Like, if I'm going to Singapore, like 3 days just feels like you're touching the surface. Like, it's not a long time.
And also, all our stuff fit in that room. And that was the basic room. We had like 6 suitcases.
She says our stuff fit in the room, guys.
It did.
It's fit in the room as in we could only, if we opened all the suitcases, we couldn't walk.
Yeah, but typically when people go to places, they don't open every suitcase.
Yeah, fair.
They also like, there was like a little bit of closet space we had.
It was tight, guys.
But
it was tight.
It was very, compared to what we're used to when we travel, because it's always quite chaotic. Like we didn't lose anything.
True.
We had everything in one spot.
I like the fact that they had organizational baskets.
Apart from we lost the things many a time.
Every day.
Like the wristband.
So they give you like a wristband that you wear and you like scan in and out of the boat. You use it to pay for stuff too, right?
Yeah.
And we lost our wristbands like every day. I guess we shouldn't have taken them off, but like they just weren't going with the outfits and stuff.
Cute.
They weren't cute. Down to the crunch. Are you a cruise girl?
I am not. I don't think I'm a cruise girl, but I would go on a cruise again. I would research it to the core of where we're going and how long we're staying at each destination and what I want to do in those destinations before I sign up to one again.
Okay.
Maybe bring my kids.
I'm not a cruise girl.
You would never do it again.
Never say never, but I don't think I'm a cruise girl. Maybe when I'm a bit older, maybe when, like you said, when you want to have kids. Or do you know what? I challenge the cruise people. I challenge thee. Invite me to another cruise. And I'll come. We'll see if you can make and see if it's better. Celebrity cruises. I want to go on that one that's in like Abu Dhabi or Dubai.
What's that?
I think it's like MGM cruises or something, but I can't remember. Don't quote me. But there are other cruises boats that are double the size of the Virgin one, and they look crazy.
The Virgin one was massive. Wasn't there how many thousand? Did they say 3,000 people?
I think we had 3,000 people on our cruise, which is kind of crazy because it felt like I saw the same person every day.
We didn't. We never saw that guy again.
That's
the Texas
true.
guy.
We never saw the Texas guy
We
ever
never
again.
saw our bingo sugar daddy.
We met a guy on the first night, and he runs sugar daddy bingo halls.
He runs bingo halls. He's not an
in
actual sugar
Houston.
daddy. But he was buying us.
He was our sugar daddy that night. Him and his wife, they were buying us drinks.
Yeah.
And
we never saw him again.
We never saw him again. So I guess you don't see people ever again. But I challenge the cruise people. Invite me. We'll do another episode. Are we cruise people? To be continued.
Yeah, different destination.
Oh, by the way, welcome to our sweet life.
Oh, welcome to the pod.
This episode is on Virgin Voyages, and if it's worth it, see you next time, guys. Ciao.
Bye.